Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new here. Hi, my name is Tamara and in today's video we are finally getting around to the Christmas Decorate With Me Part 2. I'm super excited for this video because we are getting the big Christmas tree put up. The kids have been asking to put the big Christmas tree up for the last few weeks now, and secretly I want to put it up too, so I'm totally okay with that. But we are definitely getting it done today, so we'll be decorating the big Christmas tree along with our living room area and like the TV stand and all of that kind of stuff. So this is going to be a good video. I'm really excited to see it come together. I kind of am incorporating two themes into my Christmas tree, and I'm hoping it works out, but hey, that's the beauty of decorating your own home. You can do it however you like. There's no real rules that you have to apply to yourself. You can do whatever you like. So I couldn't decide. I want to incorporate both and I'm hoping it's going to work out, but at the end of the day, just decorate how it makes you happy, your kids happy, your family happy, and I think that's all that really matters. I know there's a lot of stuff on the internet right now about, oh, you're decorating too early and oh, why are you doing that and that's too quick, blah blah blah. Who cares? Do what makes you happy. Why does it bother so many people what other people are doing? And plus, I'm also putting these videos out early along with so many other people to try to give you guys inspiration on what you might like to do, as also help you guys out with where to shop, so that during this pandemic that is still going on, you don't have to run around to 5 different shops. You can kind of watch these videos and narrow down exactly where you need to go, and then that way you're visiting less stores. So I'm really excited to get into this video. Like I said, we're going to be doing the living space area. In the part 1 video, we did our entryway and part of the kitchen. I still have a little more that I want to get done in the kitchen, but I don't know if I'll get to it today. But if you haven't seen that video, I'll leave it linked down below anyway. So I also wanted to point out that if I don't mention in this video exactly where everything is from, don't worry, I am going to be doing a Christmas house tour video as well. And I just figured in that video it would be easier for me to go around and kind of show every space, how things are decorated, and also where everything is from. So that video will be coming once I get these ones up, probably in early December. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out. But yes, for today we're doing that big Christmas tree. We'll see how far we can get. I never put too much pressure on myself to get everything done. I just get what I can done bit by bit, and that is totally okay. I do have 2 toddlers, which you will see, who will be helping out. They also have their own little Christmas trees that they are going to be decorating for their room, which probably won't be in this video, but if you are interested in some children-friendly Christmas decorating, make sure you stay tuned for that because that'll be coming soon. I'm really excited. They picked out their own decorations, so I'm really excited to see how they put that all together all by themselves. Anyway, I'm rambling on a little bit because I'm excited, but we will also be probably baking some muffins before we get into decorating. I'm still waiting for my husband to get home, and we'd like to decorate the big Christmas tree as a family. So once he gets home, we'll move on to that. But to start with, we're going to start with baking some apple and cinnamon muffins. So I'll take you guys along, and I'll leave that recipe linked down below, of course. And yeah, let's just get into this video. So the kids have changed their mind and have decided they want some oat balls instead. So this is what I grabbed out of the pantry. I don't typically follow a recipe when it comes to oat balls. I just kind of throw a handful of things together, roll it into balls, stick it in the fridge or the freezer, and you're pretty good to go. So we're going to do some banana, apple with some honey, and then put some flaxseed in there and some oats, obviously. But we'll see how it comes together. guys know I love a good before and after, so this is what before looks like, and then I'll show you an after at the end once all the Christmassy stuff is out and we get that Christmas tree up, and I'll do another clip of this before with the direct after because I love that instant gratification. But anyway, to start with, all that I did was kind of moved a few things around. I needed to move that fiddle leaf tree, because I think that's where we were going to put the big tree. It is where we ended up putting the big tree. I was thinking either there or in the corner, but I decided to leave it in that area. So I just went ahead and kind of wiped everything down and moved that tree out of the way. I don't know why I wiped everything down, because I have a flocked garland to go here on the TV stand, which you'll see in a minute, and it was a brand new one, so the flocking just went everywhere and I had to wipe it down again anyway. But to start with, I just wanted to kind of tidy up a little bit, make sure there was no dust or anything on the TV stand before I went ahead and started with the flocked garland. I decided to get that up first and then get the tree put up, just so I could kind of just envision and kind of see how it flowed together. And I definitely think that if there's like any biggest tip I can give you when it comes to garlands and your tree, is definitely take the time to fluff them up. Even if it takes an extra 5 or 10 minutes, I really think it makes the biggest difference in how everything turns out and comes together in the end. If you just spend that little bit of extra time really fluffing it up, it kind of gets annoying and I get over it. My fingers start to hurt, but it definitely makes a big difference in the end result when you fluff it all up. And this garland was so great. It was a flocked garland. I think it was 9 foot long. It was pre-lit, and we picked that up in Target and it was like $25. So that's a really great price. I kind of played around with this a little bit. We used some command strips to keep it in place, and I ended up just kind of pulling it up in the middle and draping it down on either side. So once that was up, I went on to the Christmas tree, which you're about to see here in a minute. Just spent a whole lot of time fluffing that up as well, because it was a brand new Christmas tree as well, so it hadn't really been fluffed up before, but I was really impressed with both of them.
Whoa, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, da, da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new, 'cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and
Alright, and now the moment of truth is about to happen when you turn those Christmas lights on a pre-lit tree, hoping and praying that everything comes together smoothly. And we did have a hiccup. So after everything you can see in the footage, the lights are flickering. And they shouldn't be flickering, they should just be stayed on lights. They should not be flickering. So we were like, okay, what's going on? We started to troubleshoot it. My husband was checking how it was plugged in, making sure that that was fine. The top and the bottom have 2 connections that connect together. They connect the lights together. So we were checking the fuses to see if they were fine. And you'll see, unfortunately, and I do apologize, it does kind of flicker quite a bit throughout this video. It does stop flickering. I don't know whether it was something that my husband's not sure whether him just fiddling with the fuses helped with it, or if it just kind of stopped flickering on its own. We're not sure, but you will see as I do the close-up footage and towards the end of the video, they do stop flickering, and now when I turn them on, they're no longer flickering. But I was so torn. Do I take this tree down and take it back? Do I decorate it anyway? I really didn't want to take it back, and I really didn't want to decorate it and have them continue to flicker, but thankfully they did get better, and I do apologize for the flickering throughout part of this video, but luckily they did get better. Anyway, onto the ornaments. So these are a bunch of the new ornaments that I had picked out. I was going with what I wanted to go with was like a gold and rose gold theme, incorporating a little bit of red, but I also really wanted to incorporate some plaid and burlap, which is kind of what I thought was a little bit different, and I didn't know whether it was all going to tie together. but I went with it anyway, and you'll see how it turns out at the end. I did hold back on a few things, but I think what I ended up with turned out really, really well, and I was really happy with it. I do need to go back to the store to pick up a couple of things, but I'll talk about that as the tree starts to get decorated. So to start with, I just wrapped some ribbon around the tree. I used this burlap ribbon that had like gold snowflakes on it, which just tied in the gold and rose gold theme really well with the burlap. I didn't have enough ribbon, unfortunately. I didn't want a whole lot of ribbon, so instead of wrapping it just around the tree like I had been, I decided to go and cut it into some strips, so I had it goes a little bit further that way. So if you do have some ribbon, definitely cut it into little strips, and that way it'll go a little bit further. And then it's actually also easier to work with because you just like slot the ribbon straight into the tree. You don't have to worry about like twisting it and making sure it's stuck in there before you continue, you know, rolling it out. So I do think it's easier to cut it into strips anyway, and it does go a lot further. And then I started adding on some ornaments. I don't really have any kind of rhyme or reason to what I do when it comes to adding on ornaments. I really just go with the biggest ones and then my favorite ones and work from there. I don't really go with any kind of special placement order. I really just take a look, put them on, stand back, take a look, put them on, and then I'll spend the next day or so kind of moving things around if I'm like, oh, I don't like that one there, or those are too close together, or I need some more red over here, or whatever it might be. I don't have like some kind of strategic way in doing it, but that's how we do it. We just place them all on and then see how we go. And of course I had little helpers, so that was really fun too. My son was outside playing at this point. He'd kind of got over the waiting. It was taking too long for him. But Avira loved it. She was really into it. And as you can see here with the lighting, the sun was starting to go down, and I didn't realize that when I was filming that it was really affecting the camera lighting, so I do fix it here in a second. But anyway, the sun was starting to go down, which meant that it was almost time for me to start cooking dinner, so I did have to stop here where we are and tidy up before getting ready for dinner to keep the kids, you know, on their schedule and their bedtime routine. And then I really tossed up about waiting and continuing to decorate tomorrow with the kids, or just to go ahead and finish it that night. And we had a really busy day the next day, so I just decided once they were in bed to go ahead and finish up what I could. I didn't get it all done, but I did finish up what I could for that night. Like I said a little bit earlier in this video, I did want to go back to the store and pick up a few more things. I had realized that there were some more things that I wanted to add to the tree. I wanted a little bit more pinky rose gold on the tree, so I want to go back and get some of these flowers to put on the tree. And then I only had 2 of these gold ones, so I put one on the end, one in the middle, and I need to go back to the store to get a third one to go on the end. And then I just started adding some ornaments to this, and once again I think this makes such a difference to your garland, and you'll see when I show you a clip of the whole room how it really ties together really well with the Christmas tree, just continuing some of those same ornaments onto your garland.
Let's go outside, the snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me, with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents, as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh. I'm making plans of what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you, 'cause God knows that I've been longing for you. I just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk and we can follow the moonlight till we reach a place
And when I saw this little Santa, I couldn't resist. I was looking for the bigger one that they had in Target. He's from Target and I couldn't find the bigger one, but I ended up just getting this smaller one anyway because I knew that the kids would absolutely love it, and Wyatt did as well. He could not stop looking at it and watching it. He's finally gotten over it now, so he leaves it alone, but he was really interested in it when it first went up. But the kids love it. It pretty much never stays in this spot, to be honest. The kids keep grabbing it and moving it around the house and playing with him, which is totally fine. I bought it 100% for them, so I'm kind of grateful that I didn't get the bigger one, and the little one's probably more perfect for them anyway. But he's really cute, and if you have any children in the house, my kids absolutely love that little Santa that goes up and down the ladder. And then it was tidy up time again, so I pretty much started to tidy up the couch area. I wanted to turn the twinkle lights on my blanket ladder, add another Christmas blanket to that ladder. I think I had another cushion to add to the couch. I'm still on the lookout for some more cushions. I really want some that are gold and pink, and I haven't been able to find any yet. That's what I'm looking for. If you know anywhere that has any of those, please let me know down below because I haven't been able to find any. I don't like to spend a whole lot of money on Christmas cushions. I know that they can get quite pricey because, I mean, they're only out for like a month or two of the year and then I typically put them away. So I don't really like to spend too much money on decorative pillows that are seasonal. But if you do know where some pink gold toned pillows are, let me know down below.
Decorated in town, among all the tinsel and lights, I'm strolling around, just wondering where you have gone to. Are you just around the corner?
And this is how it all turned out. That Christmas countdown is perfect for my kids. There was a much smaller one in Target, and that one's from the at-home store. The one in Target was much smaller, and I just thought this bigger one was perfect for them to be able to use, and they love to count down. Whenever their dad's been away for work or anything like that, we always do a countdown to when daddy's getting home if we know the date in which he's coming home. Being in the military, it is a little bit difficult sometimes, but I do find countdowns are really exciting for kids. And then this is so far how the tree is turning out. I love it so much. The kids love it. I think it's not overdone. I really wanted the tree to shine through because it's our first year having a flock tree. And as you can see, the twinkling has stopped, thankfully. But I really wanted to keep it kind of simple and not overdo the tree. I will go through all the ornaments and stuff in my house tour video because I do have a few more things that I want to pick up for the tree. And then I just added a little something underneath the tree, which I think was really cute. And then it ties in really well with the garland on the TV stand, and the cat was very interested, like usual, in all of the things. But I do want to get a couple more things for this TV stand. I want to get something to go underneath in that, at least in that, on that bottom shelf, and then maybe a little something on top. I don't want to overdo it, so I'm looking for something really simple. But anyway, this is how it has turned out so far, and you'll get to see the finished result in the house tour. So stay tuned for that. And then after I filmed this little bit, I had remembered that I actually had a few more little things to add. So you'll see that coming up soon.
Still I wish you the merriest Christmas. I hope it will be all that you dream. I have nothing but love for you. You can trust that to be true. Yeah, I wish you the merriest Christmas of all. I've built myself a new life from the ground up. A beautiful wife, 2 kids, and a dog pup.
Still sometimes I wonder if you're near or off yonder.
And that wraps up today's video. It was a busy day. It always takes me longer than I expect to get the Christmas tree up. I'm always like, oh, it's just the Christmas tree, it won't take too long, but it really does take a lot longer than I always expect to get it up. But anyway, I hope that you really enjoyed this video. I hope that it was bringing you motivation and inspired you to maybe try something a little bit different. I was kind of skeptical about adding in the rose gold and the burlap and the plaid and the gold and the red to the tree, but I think it subtly worked out really, really well with the other things that I had going on, trying to tie it all together. I really was going with that winter wonderland kind of snowflake feel. I'm still looking for a tree topper too, so I'm on the lookout for that as well, but hopefully by the time I do Christmas house tour video, I will have that and you guys can see what I decide to put up there. And anyway, as always guys, I hope that you're all having a great day and making it count. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss out on the next video, and I will see you then.